Hello, welcome or welcome back. So Google has made some subtle changes in the quiz artifact in NotebookLM. So I want to take a few minutes and show you what's different. So to get to this screen, it's just notebooklm.google.com. And then you either create a new notebook or you open one if you already have one. I'm going to just use their intro notebook to show you the quizzes. Let me go in here. And this one looks a little, if you've never been in this one, it looks a little different from if you made one because you can't actually create artifacts and you can't add sources. But because it's a shared view only notebook, it looks a little different, but the artifacts work the same way. So let me go down and find the quiz. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so there are 3 changes. So one of them actually have to be in this a little bit. So this has 11 questions. So I'm going to go through, I'm not going to actually read this. I'm just going to go through a couple of these and just pick random answers, right? So now I'm on question 4. So the way this worked before was if I left the notebook, like if I was on question 4, in this example, and I left the notebook and I came back, it would just go right back to question 1. It wouldn't hold my place. So the first thing they changed is that it now holds your place. So if I go to a different notebook, so now I'm out of that notebook and I go, let's just go to the trig notebook and I do stuff in here and I open that, and this doesn't really matter. I just want to do something else, right? So now I'm done in this notebook and I want to go back to my quiz. So I leave that and I come back to this notebook and I come back to the quiz and I'm still on question 4. It didn't do that before. And again, it's subtle, but it's like if you use quizzes, that was probably an annoyance before where it's just like every time you had to start from question 1. So now it'll hold your place. The second thing is if you click the little pencil right here, it's just right across from the numbering, you now have an option to delete like individual questions. So usually the quizzes will have, usually it's like 10 to 15 questions. It depends on how many sources and how detailed the sources are, etc. But from the ones I've done, it usually has like 10 to 15 questions. And you couldn't really change any of them. You could just generate a new quiz or keep it as it was generated. Now you can go on an individual question basis, and if you don't like a question, you can just delete it. Again, subtle, but if it's something that you're using to study for a test, study for a certification, study for whatever you're studying for, and one of the questions just doesn't make any sense, this can be really helpful to just kind of not have the extra noise questions in there. And the third thing that they changed, I have to get to the end of the quiz. So let me just, again, just pick random answers in here just to get to the end to show you this. That one, sure. Okay, so now this is the last question, and go just pick a random answer and get that wrong. Oh well. So now when I'm done, I now get this little summary, and it'll tell you how many you got right, how many you got wrong, the percentage, and then this is kind of the bigger part. You can either review the quiz or you can retake. Before you didn't have an option. Once you got to the end, it just basically did what's now called retake, where it just wipes all the answers, whether you got them right or wrong, and then takes you back to question 1 with nothing in there. Now I can choose review, and then it'll allow me, it'll basically keep my answers. So again, if I leave the notebook, do something else, come in here and look at this, and great. Now I go back to it. It still has my responses in here, and I can review this and just go through it and like, oh yeah, okay, I got that one wrong, and I can still explain and have it go to chat and tell me, more information and match it to my sources. But like I can keep my answers in here until I'm done with this. And then once I get to the end, then I can do retake. So it'll hold my answers in here until I don't want them anymore. Again, before it used to, basically as soon as you left the notebook, it would just wipe out all your answers right or wrong. So that's it again. The changes they're pretty subtle, but if you use the quizzes a lot, they might be helpful. So again, you go into your notebook, you generate a quiz, or you open one if you already have it, and now you can resume from where you left off, so it doesn't always go back to question 1. You can delete individual questions if you choose to, and when you're done with the quiz, you have the choice to either retake it or review the answers that you have in there. So try it out, see what you think, and we'll see you next time.